SoundOff, Louisiana's premier television sports talk show, is on deck from the Caesars Sportsbook at Horseshoe Lake Charles. The three wise guys are mic'd up and ready. SoundOff begins now.
Another money-back guarantee show.
Yes.
I like to say that because we mean it. That's how good it's going to be. It's going to be the highlight of your sports week.
There's no doubt.
This show, up until Super Bowl kickoff.
No doubt.
Once Super Bowl kicks off, that's the highlight.
It's done.
we can't match Super Bowl 59 at Caesars.
Once again, I've never heard of the halftime performer, but you know.
Who is it?
Really?
I'm not their target audience.
Wait a minute. Is it Kendrick Lamar?
Kendrick Lamar. Y'all have heard the song?
Kendrick Lamar sounds like a tight end.
Yeah, really?
No, Kendrick Lamar. Well, if you guys watched the Grammys last night, he won two.
Never.
He won two
I
categories.
didn't watch the Grammys.
We won Song of the Year and he won Best Single of the Year. That's pretty stout, guys.
I don't know.
That's pretty stout. To win two back to back, they call it a sweep.
Bruce
That's what they
Springsteen
call
on
it.
stage, or the Rolling
Oh,
Stones,
my God.
or Bruno Mars.
Crosby, I like Bruno Mars.
He's great.
Crosby,
Bruno Mars-
Stills,
Bruno
Nash,
Mars-
and Young.
I'll go
and Lady-
with Prince. I'll go with Prince at a halftime.
Prince.
Bruno Mars and
Prince
Lady Gaga
did
won.
well.
It would be hard to do.
No.
It will be hard to do
No.
to get Prince back on
I don't
stage.
care what y'all say.
Not always.
The best NFL performance, and I was there in Houston, Texas, was Janet Jackson.
Well, you just
No,
like
it
her.
wasn't Janet
You just like her
To
undressing.
me.
You just
To
like
me.
her undressing. That's what you.
To me.
We are
Exactly.
off in left field. Let's get back.
I was
Let's
in
get.
Houston, yeah.
Now the one that got up on top
I was
of
there.
the dome.
Oh my
now
gosh,
that one was good.
we got a ton
Was that
on
Dayon?
tap tonight.
I think so, yeah.
We will. I'm just
Yes.
going to talk over you guys. We're going to debate
We
whether
got off
Kellen
track.
Moore
He hates
should
that.
be hired as the Saints head football coach. We got that.
That's
We're going
a
to weigh
scary
in on
thing,
the
though.
Chiefs
That's
and
pretty
Eagles
scary.
again.
But who should the halftime show be?
What?
The halftime show.
What?
Let's
What?
talk about the important stuff.
Oh, no, it's not the halftime show. It's the commercials.
Oh, well, that too.
They've got some doozies.
Luka and AD, big NBA trade, right?
That is,
Get
big
this.
trade,
I'm going to blow
big
your
trade.
head. I'm going to blow your brain out
Big
here.
trade. Give it to me.
How about Saquon Barkley, the free agent signing? Was it the biggest and most impactful ever in NFL history?
I can
think
only-
about
big
that.
ones.
I can
Without
only
you.
answer that
Ah.
under one circumstance, Rick.
Okay.
Is if it turns out right on Sunday.
Well,
That's the
and he
only way
wins
I can
it.
answer that.
Okay.
The Eagles
That's
were
the
pretty
only
good
way I can
How
answer
about
that.
this to get your attention? If we have time, if you guys would ever shut up about the halftime show. Bill Belichick said the Lombardi Trophy should be renamed to the Brady Trophy. The Super
full
Bowl.
of it.
No, he's
That's
lost
what he
his
said.
mind. Yeah.
We'll debate that later
Yeah,
in
he's
the show.
lost
All right,
his
let's
mind
start
now,
where
yeah.
we opened
Yeah.
up Tuesday's show
Yeah.
about Eagles coordinator, offensive coordinator Kellen Moore.
Kellen
It
Moore.
seems to be his job if he wants it. Mickey Loomis has interviewed at least 6 or 7 guys. 3 of them pulled out. McCarthy, Kingsbury from Washington, Joe Brady pulled out. Probably 2 or 3 others pulled out.
Look, you know what, Bob?
Should it be more?
If Loomis can't get his, what would this be, 5th choice, then maybe you need to get a new GM.
Rick,
There you go.
know what? And you got to listen to what Scooter's saying. If you're going through this many candidates, come on, Rick.
It's not a good look.
Is somebody
It's
saying
not a good
something
look
to
for
the
the
Saints
Saints.
organization
When
that
you get
you're not
beat
doing
by
something
the
right?
Jets,
I know.
dysfunctional
I
front
know.
office Jets.
I know.
But you got a guy that played there and coached there and didn't take the job.
I know. Aaron Glenn. I got it. You wanted Glenn.
I
He
wanted
also
Glenn.
played at
You
the
wanted Glenn.
Jets,
I wanted Glenn.
Which
Yeah, he
means he
did.
knows how dysfunctional they are.
Look,
But to take them over the Saints, that's what's scary.
due to the
Scooter.
NFL rules, once Moore comes down this week with the Eagles, the Saints
Yeah.
can't touch him. I got
They
it.
can't touch him.
They
can't.
talked. Probably the official announcement is going to come Monday morning. It has to if it's Kellen Moore.
It's got
if
to,
indeed
Rick.
that's the
Got to.
choice, because they have to wait until after the Super Bowl game. But look, he's 36 years old. He's a former hotshot quarterback for Boise State. Remember,
Yeah.
he backed up Dallas for a few years at quarterback.
Yeah.
Went to be the quarterback's coach, and then the OC.
He
Then he
did.
was fired by McCarthy because he
did.
passed too much.
He did.
Then he goes to Philadelphia, and he's now as the OC. He's had some success.
He has. He has. He has. But
Not
you know what?
because he
Rick?
passed too much.
The thing
why
when you
McCarthy
look-
fired him.
When you look at the Saints, and you know we love the Saints. We give the Saints a hard time sometimes, but we love our Saints. That's our team. That's our Louisiana team. You've got to figure out sometimes, is Mickey Loomis, is he past his time?
Well,
We'll see. You better have a
Okay.
good draft this year, Mickey
Is he
Loomis.
past his
You
time?
better have a
there
good
can't
draft.
be many GMs with longer tenures.
No, he's right about that.
Scooter.
Jerry Jones, I guess.
There you go. Ching for Hobbs on that one. All right,
Jerry
look.
Jones may be the only one.
You
okay?
guys have laughed me under the table. I'm telling you, the Saints and you guys, you're going to rue the day by not hiring John Gruden. You need an alpha presence in that locker room, in that facility. And John Gruden is your alpha. It's either him, McCarthy, or Brian Flores. I don't know why that guy's not getting an interview on the job.
Nobody knew what Sean Payton was when they hired him.
Okay, go there, young man.
Oh,
people knew about Sean Payton.
The NFL knew about him.
I disagree. I think there's more. And he was a disciple of Bill Parcells. And he had more success, and he had more success than Kellen Moore.
Look,
he was about close in age, maybe a little older.
You bring up Chucky. I've always said John Gruden. I call him Chucky because he looks like Chucky.
Hard pill to swallow. I get it.
I never said he was a bad coach. That never came out of my mouth. What did I tell you?
Got a lot of baggage. I get it.
Rick,
get over
it. That's it, Rick.
Second chances in this country, dadgummit.
I totally
They're going to rue the day.
But in that situation,
all right. To his point, get this. I thought about this a little bit.
Okay.
Yes, some hotshot rising young coordinators have succeeded.
Yeah.
Sean McVay.
No doubt.
Kevin O'Connell.
No doubt.
Minnesota.
That's a few of them, Rick. Yeah.
Zach Taylor at the Bengals. Got Burrow to the Super Bowl, right? Yeah. I can list. Then on the other side, there have been some dismal failures. Josh McDaniels fired twice. Brandon Staley, remember, with the Chargers. So you have some that work, some that don't. But if you get a John Gruden or a Mike McCarthy, they've won a Super Bowl.
You've got to look at, Rick.
So
just look at the Saints' history. Hank Stram, Mike Ditka.
They won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. What did they do with the Saints?
They didn't do very much.
No.
But Hank Stram, you're going back to the doggone late 60s, 70s now. Different era.
I think the Saints have got to evaluate everybody down from the front office, Rick, down to the players. We've got to make
evaluate? Who?
I don't know, Scooter. Somebody's got to take a look at this organization and say, wait, guys.
That's why you need somebody in there that's done it.
Something's not right here.
You know, that's done it. And
you've got coaches that's
if y'all don't like Gruden because of all that crap.
I never said he was a bad coach.
No, he's a great coach.
I never said that.
And he's like 60, 61. He's not Pete Carroll. He's not 73.
He's won a Super Bowl.
So if you can't do that and you don't want to do McCarthy, Brian Flores, he's been a head coach down in Miami. Didn't have great success, but when he steps to that podium, you got another Tomlin. You got another Mike Tomlin. I'm serious, guys. Why no one's touching this guy, I don't know.
Tomlin has the longest tenure at 17 years?
Close to it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
close to it.
Tenure, okay.
One of these days.
I hope the Saints get a coach that's going to be good for the Saints.
One of these days.
That's all I can say,
And if Kellen Moore backs
out,
man. At the 11th hour?
Rick, that's what I'm telling you, Rick.
Then you got
Rick, that
to
is
take
bad.
the interim.
You have to.
Got a
You
problem.
have no other choice.
Ed Orgeron's not doing anything. Get Ed O in here.
I'm serious. I would go to New Orleans and meet Coach O. I promise you.
Ed Orgeron, why not?
I would go
against the
meet
clock.
Coach O.
I'll see you in about a minute and a half.
I would, Scooter. I would go meet him. I promise you I would. Oh, my God.
Miller Lite tastes great. Let's fill it. Tastes great. Let's fill it. Tastes great. It is both. It is both. It is both. It is both. It's both.
Hey, thanks for the backup.
What's bugging you?
Is it roaches? They're the first pest you think of for indoor bugs and a health threat. At J&J, we offer weapons to eliminate and prevent infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
He takes the handoff. It's a refurb.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment.
Dave's back on.
Coors Light. Choose chill.
You can watch Super Bowl 59 at the Caesars Superdome right here at Caesars Sportsbook. Notice how that all ties in?
Yes, it did.
TVs wall to wall everywhere. You got the sportsbook screens everywhere. You can place all your Super Bowl game bets, all your parlays, and watch the game with all those screens back there behind us on Super Bowl Sunday. Plus, get this, they're going to have special prize drawings from 5:30 to 9:30, basically during the game. And we'll tell you more about the prizes here at Caesars Sportsbook later on in the show.
I just noticed the
Yes, sir.
Elijah,
What's that? You're paying attention? What you got?
Yeah, McNeese is favored by 15.5.
Thank you. Over Incarnate
Incarnate
Word,
Word.
which was Monday night, so
Yes.
it's probably a 20-point
Yes.
win for the Cowboys.
That
we hope
is
so.
not surprising.
All righty, guys. All right, we are
Okay.
days away from Super Bowl 59.
Yes.
Remember 2 years ago? Yes, it's a rematch, but it's interesting.
I don't
Super Bowl
remember
57 was in Arizona.
much about that game.
It was a tight game.
It was a tight game.
35 late.
It
KC
was.
kicks the winning field goal with basically no time on the clock.
Yeah.
38-35. All right? Earlier
They
in the
could've
week,
won
we
that
talked
game.
about
They could've
how
won that
these
game.
teams are so very much alike back 2 years ago, but
Yeah.
then some key differences. I want to hear it from you guys in 15 seconds or less. The position group, he doesn't like to get X's and O's, so maybe it's you and I.
Look,
that's going to have the main impact on this
The
game.
fourth
a
quarter,
position group.
if the game is close, I'm going with Philly in the fourth quarter because Philly, if you don't know, guys, Philly has the largest offensive line in the world.
Well, the
in the NFL.
push.
Nobody can stop it.
Yeah.
Nobody can stop it.
But
Rick.
they're
So
great. They're great defensive
But
line.
if
Or
the game is
offensive line.
close,
All right, I
And
haven't
defensive line.
changed
Favor
since
Philly.
Tuesday. The position that will decide the game, the officials.
Scooter,
It's
You
the
actually believe
NFL.
that? You actually believe
Scooter,
that? I'm
but
serious.
The thing
but I'm
about
having
it,
fun
But you're
with
having
it.
fun
But
milking
I
that
will
cow.
probably be right.
Might be.
I
We hope not.
And I hope that's not the case, but Scooter may have a point, though, guys. I
Gosh
hope it's not the
almighty,
case,
we
though.
hope not.
What's your take, Rick?
There's so many fascinating matchups in
Yeah.
this. You got the offensive line, you got the defensive line for
Yeah.
Philadelphia. You got Saquon Barkley, who wasn't on the Eagles team
He's
2
on a
years
mission,
ago,
man.
and
He's
he's
on a
healthy.
mission.
They rested him.
He's on a mission, dude.
He can break it at any time, and then you've got that D line and linebackers for Kansas City that are just top notch, and
They are.
Spagnuolo and all that
And
brain
that's
trust.
the thing. That's the
and
thing.
the creativity of Andy Reid, but then you got Philadelphia's Vic Fangio in the box calling defense.
Yeah.
It just there's so many different layers to this game.
Jalen has
And
got
the
to be-
quarterbacks, good Lord, the quarterbacks.
Jalen has got to be smart because the trick that he pulled
Turn the ball
on
over.
Josh Allen, and Josh Allen is a veteran quarterback, and he got fooled, okay?
You're
With
right.
that corner blitz. He didn't see it.
You're right.
He didn't see it.
You're right.
But look, neither one of y'all know who's going to win. So let's talk about
It's Philadelphia, but go ahead.
Philadelphia. I'm going Philadelphia.
y'all's get. Who does America want to win?
Probably Philadelphia,
No,
even
they do.
though.
No, they do.
Well, because it's the
They do.
standard.
I'm not disagreeing.
No.
You know, we're sick of the Chiefs always being
People
there,
always
and
want to root
winning.
against the champs,
What?
man. It's just the way it is.
And I'll probably pull for Philadelphia. I don't know. But where does this Chiefs hatred come from?
I don't know. Success. You're on the pedestal. Let's tear you
the
down.
Patriots had the success, but there was that ornery old Belichick
Right.
running the show.
The
I
hoodie.
mean, how can you
The
get
hoodie.
mad at Andy Reid?
I know, cuddly old guy with the mustache.
Yeah, funny on commercials.
Fumblerooski.
Yeah, I mean,
Fumblerooski.
I guess what I'm
Bundlerooski.
saying is,
Bund-
why the
Bundlerooski.
hatred for the
I don't know.
Chiefs?
It's
I
how
don't know.
I mean,
Scooter.
and people have even gotten weary of Mahomes.
let me tell you.
What's he ever do to
He's a
anybody?
Scooter.
guy.
Now, Taylor Swift, maybe. Okay, maybe that's getting old.
It's the nature of people.
It's society.
It is, because you know what? When you see people with all of this success and you're just a common person saying, he needs to get shown really what us common folks
Yeah.
feel like sometimes. That's just the nature of what people do sometimes. That's even in elections, man. That's in everything
I
in
know,
life, man.
I know.
People just
Kevin-
get a bitter taste when you see a person with too much success. It's the nature.
And
Scooter,
Kansas City has had a lot of success, obviously.
you got people mad at you because you're one of the best sports writers in America. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, Scooter, he's full of baloney. He don't know
We're
it.
mad at you every week when we come in here. What are you talking about?
You
All right,
see what
look.
I'm saying, Scooter? It's the nature of
I'm not
people.
sure
Kansas
man.
your
City.
analogy works.
Kansas
Well,
City
it's-
is going for
it's
an
just nature of
unprecedented
people.
third straight Super Bowl. If they don't get it, I
Yeah.
don't know. Not in our lifetime. Maybe we'll see this. Who knows?
Rick, it
This
won't,
is
Rick.
this is
It won't.
uncharted territory.
It is, Rick.
I like the
It is.
storyline. I'd like to see the Chiefs do it, but at the same time, I just think I'm looking
I
at it.
agree with
And I know what
my
you're saying,
original
Rick.
question to you. I think 90% of America's pulling for Philadelphia. That's
They
weird.
are.
I think so.
Yeah,
They are.
It's not like they're
Now-
some lovable underdog or anything.
Not
When
at-
we-
not at all.
you know,
Not at
When
all.
we look at that, Rick, and we talk about Mahomes and we say he's in that rare air,
Oh,
he's
he
up
is.
there. If he wins this third straight Super Bowl, do we start talking different about
He'll
him?
have 4.
But
No,
three in a row. But three
Yeah,
in
I
a
know,
row.
but he
Rick.
has 4 total.
Do we start talking like this dude is just
Save that for next week. Well, let's see if that happens. Let me ask you the question here. Saquon Barkley, the idiotic and stupid New York Giants, let this guy go.
What
Could
were
have had
they
him for
thinking?
$10 million.
Rick, what were they thinking?
Is the Barkley signing with Philadelphia the most impactful free agent signing, at least in the top 2 in NFL history?
Rick,
Think about it. I have my
I said
other
I can
ones.
only-
What about Drew Brees?
Okay.
I can.
Okay.
Yeah, but Rick,
That's
I can-
one that jumps to me because
course.
the Saints.
I
course.
can
No,
only
it is.
I can only say it would be the number one
If he
trade-
wins the Super Bowl.
if he wins the Super Bowl.
You want
Rick.
to argue the Brees?
If he wins the Super Bowl,
Can't
because
argue
there's
that.
nobody
Okay.
else.
You can't argue.
You can't argue
Well,
that.
No.
And I'm not saying
Can't argue.
maybe he was the missing piece, but the Eagles were pretty good before he got there.
Good point.
But-
They're a lot better.
But
The Saints
Yeah.
were a dumpster fire.
Valid. And
They
Yes.
were immediately good.
no question.
once
No
Brady-
question.
I
Drew
can see your
Brees.
point, Scooter. I
Drew
can.
Brees signing with the Saints is the most impactful ever because of the longevity of his success. Okay, and what he did. He won a Super Bowl.
But
I
when
got
we
it.
say that, what if Barkley stays there with the Eagles and they win 2 Super Bowls? Oh, what do we
see.
say then?
We'll see. Good
what do
point.
we say then?
All right, the other ones we'll throw out just for fun.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning going to your old team, the Denver
Yeah.
Broncos.
Yeah.
He got 2 Super Bowls
He
with
did.
Peyton Manning,
He
right?
did.
With
He
there.
did.
And
He
then
did, Rick.
the late Reggie White
Yeah.
going from Philadelphia to Green Bay.
To Green
Think
Bay.
about that, what he did to that franchise. They won Super Bowls with Reggie White. So anyway, but it's no question, Drew Brees. No
Yeah.
question, Drew Brees in
yeah.
the Saints right up there.
Yeah.
All right, and I found this little nugget. I didn't realize this. Deion Sanders wins a Super Bowl with San Francisco in '94.
With Dallas Cowboys.
He goes to the Dallas Cowboys the next year in
I didn't-
'95.
I didn't think of that, Rick.
And they
I
win a
didn't think
Super
of that.
Bowl, which is number 30.
But
I did
again,
not
the
think of that.
Cowboys were already pretty good.
They were, but think
They
about
were, but
that's
you
a
know
very
what? I
valid
didn't-
point. But
I
think
did
about
not
this.
think about
Once
that,
I looked
Rick.
at when it said Super Bowl
didn't-
30,
I missed that.
that's 29 years
Yes,
ago.
I missed that,
Has
Rick.
Dallas done anything in 29 years?
No, but
Nothing.
they also had Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin.
Exactly
Yeah.
right.
And Emmett Smith.
You're right. I got it.
So, okay.
But you got to throw in the primetime going to Dallas. He's
Rick,
in
that's
the
a good
top
point,
5
Rick.
or 6.
That is, Rick.
Anyway, think about
I missed
where's
that
my
one, Rick.
cowboy hat? There it is.
I missed that one.
Up against the clock.
Yeah.
Coors Banquet, the same brewing tradition since 1873. When you're the favorite beer of rock stars and cowboys, you don't compromise. That's our legacy. What do you want to go down in history for? Start your legacy. Coors Banquet.
What's bugging you?
Is it ants? They're crazy, tiny, irritating pests outside trying to get in. At J&J, we offer weapons to locate, eliminate, and prevent their entering your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Miller Lite tastes great. Let's fill it. Tastes great. Let's fill it. Tastes great. It is both. It is both. It is both. It is both. It's both.
Hey, thanks for the backup.
All right, welcome back to Caesar Sportsbook. There's a little hint in what I just said. Super Bowl 59 played where? Where, Kevin Guidry? Where would that be? At the what? At the, what is it called again? Caesar's Superdome. You're just...
Caesar Superdome, what am I talking about? I was thinking of something else. They had something flash up about Saints looking to hire a new head coach. And you threw me off when I read this, Rick,
well,
so
it
I didn't.
better be John Gruden.
No, it didn't. It did not say. It
All right.
did not say.
Super Bowl
I
59,
was reading it,
Caesar
Rick.
Sportsbook here at Horseshoe Lake Charles.
Here at
Come here
Horseshoe,
Super Bowl
yes.
Sunday. Wall-to-wall TVs. You can put all your game bets, all your
pretty
parlays
sure
right
gonna have
here.
great food, too.
But every quarter, at the end of every quarter in Super Bowl 59, they're going to have prize drawings.
Oh, wow.
All right, so you got to be here, though, because you got to swipe that Caesar's
That's a
reward
dollar
card.
amount?
You got a chance to win $250 in
What?
free casino play every quarter. So you add it up, 4 times 250.
Yeah,
you know what
that's
that
a
is.
good little chunk
and
right there,
then
boy.
if you're doing some slot action or video
Come on.
poker or some table games, you get those tier
$1,000,
points. You
man,
get more
in
chances to win,
free slot play.
and you get more chances to win $250 in free casino
Wow.
play. All right, so that's all on Super Bowl Sunday right
Come
here.
out, guys.
At Caesar Sportsbook, Horseshoe,
Come out.
Lake Charles. All right, Super Bowl 59. We'll repeat our Super Bowl picks later on in the show. I want to get back to McNeese basketball. Yes, they lost their first league game. Yes, that 21-game streak of conference wins ended, the longest in the country, by the way.
Yes. Yes.
Will Wade had an interesting point about, I asked him something about free throws, not making free throws, and how many times he gets to the line, and he went on a tirade
Oh,
recently.
wow.
Brought up an
Saw
interesting.
that.
You can.
So he went.
That can make
He
a
is
difference.
just so in tune to the numbers. Here it was. said it was statistically impossible to get as many offensive rebounds that they do and score as many points in the paint as they do and be rated 7th in the conference for free throw attempts. Meaning, and Wade summed it up by
saying,
your free throw is not that
does
good.
he have an explanation?
well,
Or
his
is he just
explanation
saying
is
the refs don't
the
like
refs
him?
are punishing his athleticism of his players, and yeah,
Oh, wow.
they're not getting calls in the paint.
Oh, wow,
They're getting
Rick.
swiped, they're getting hit
Oh,
on the
wow.
elbow, they're getting hit in the head, that whole thing.
So
and we
that's
got to
what
thinking
his
about it.
reason
Sounds going back to Dale Brown with Shaquille O'Neal and the old
Shack
The
attack.
hack-a-shack. Yeah, yeah.
Hack-a-shack.
The Cowboy basketball team, they shoot a lot of threes. They got to make the threes.
They
Unlike
do.
last Saturday in Thibodeau,
do.
they didn't make any.
Normally they put him in, Rick. Normally they.
But they do. What is his philosophy? When he comes back on the show, you can ask him if
Okay.
you don't believe me.
Okay.
I want to shoot threes, and if you don't have an open three, go to the hole to do what?
Yeah.
You get a 2 plus 1.
Plus the 1.
To get a
and
foul.
1. To
He
get the
wants
and
to
1.
draw
But
the
what if
fouls,
you're
to
not
get the
getting
and one?
+1?
but
What
you're
do
not
you
getting
do?
the foul.
Yeah.
You're only getting 2.
Yeah.
Then you fall
but you're
behind.
right, though, Scoot. I mean, you know what?
Right,
The and 1. The and 1, I mean,
That's
you
right on
know.
the borderline. He better be careful. The conference.
Let me tell you, I've always said, I'm kind of old school. I like going to the basket, but I like mid-range jumpers. All these three-pointers, you live and die by the
You
sword.
do, Rick.
Boy,
you do.
if you
But
go ice cold,
But that's how you can put distance between you and your opponent.
oh, big time.
You don't realize what a 3 can do to you, man.
It's like a multiplying effect.
It is, bro.
All of a sudden,
It
you
is.
hit a couple, you miss a couple, you come, and all of a sudden you look up and it's just one extra point.
Look, man.
But it multiplies.
Yeah. It's like
It's amazing.
If you go down and hit a 3 and come back and your opponent has a air ball, you go back down
And hit another 3.
Okay, and your opponent comes down, nothing.
The
and
gap.
You hit another one. Rick, that's 9 points. That's 9 points right there, man.
It really is.
The
It really
That's
is.
how
ball
quick.
kill the NBA though. They're too good at it. It is boring. You just say that's all anybody does.
I'm with you, Scooter.
Is get the
Yeah.
open.
Because you
three.
know when you watch
Yeah.
even some of the Southland, some of the SEC, and a
Yeah.
lot of NBA, it's three-pointer. They get a rebound, they kick it back out for another
back
3.
out for another.
You
You're
miss
right.
it, you get a
You're
rebound,
right.
you kick it back
You're
out.
right, though.
Some of them dribble out to the
But you're
three-point
right,
line
though,
to
Rick.
shoot it. It's
Oh,
just
that's-
all
That's the money ball. That's the
deep
money
perimeter.
ball, Rick. That's the
anyway,
money ball.
Let's not freak out about the McNeese Cowboys.
No,
all right?
not at
they
all.
lost
Not
one
at
game.
all. Really, guys? Come on
this
now.
team is still the
Not at
upper
all.
crust.
Not
it's
at all.
tournament. It is what it is.
Not
all
at
right.
all.
All right. Kevin, he's going to sit this out once again. Luka and AD in
Look,
the NBA.
let me say
This is
this.
so huge. Would you agree
I
with
gave
me?
you a segue. I talked about the NBA.
Thank you. Excellent. Good job.
Thank
you
you.
got a bell ringer
Thank you,
on
sir.
that one.
Thank you, sir.
I am amazed. Luka Doncic got the Mavericks to the NBA Finals last year. Remember?
He did.
With Kyrie Irving.
No, he did. He did.
The man doesn't play any defense.
He did.
All right, and he's like a Pillsbury doughboy out there.
He is.
really
He's a
is.
little-
He's not
he's
in
a little
great
chunky.
shape.
He's
a little chunky.
Yes, he is. He's a little chunky.
But
Look,
he is amazing with the basketball.
He is, man. For a big guy,
He is amazing.
I mean, to be that good at the
Amazing.
3 line. Rick, but the thing that gets me, going to the Lakers, if anybody can make this guy be a better player than what he already is, it's going to be LeBron.
You would
And I'm
think
gonna tell
so.
You know, because of
You would think so.
the drawback on Luka and what they've talked about him being in Dallas was that his work ethics. They said,
He's like Zion. Zion just.
And you know,
where is
Shaq-
Zion Williamson?
I love
He's
Shaq.
on the bench again,
In
hurt.
the
Yeah.
tub, probably.
Yeah.
Hurt again
And-
because he doesn't stay in shape.
and
well
if
enough.
he goes to the Lakers, his work ethic is going to have to change. And that might benefit him as a player. Think about that.
You would think so.
Think about that. That might
I don't
benefit
care
him
if
as
he's not a
player.
great defensive player.
You know,
If you
you've got
score as
guys.
many points as this guy and can
that
facilitate
makes
like
up for that,
Doncic
Rick.
does,
That makes up for that. Hell, if he's not good, get some guys around him that can play good D. I think that's a win for the Lakers.
But
I don't care how anybody else
Anthony
look at it.
Davis,
That's a win
he
for
can
the
have
Lakers.
he can have some problems staying healthy,
Well, he has to.
but he can be
But-
a defensive stalwart.
He can. He can. But I just think that, when you talk about Luka, these people were preparing to make a statue of him in Dallas.
Y'all
Scooter.
I know.
watch this much NBA?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's big. I love
Yeah.
basketball. Football's my
Especially
number
the
one.
stars.
Life's
Football's
too
my
short.
number one.
What number does Luka Doncic wear? Do you know his number?
Oh, my goodness.
No.
You don't know the number
Scooter.
that Luka wears? You really don't?
Well, let me guess. 0?
Scooter.
All right, we're going to cut him some slack. 77. It's just an odd number.
He's a big guy, though. He's a big guy.
I thought 55 was the highest number in
No.
basketball.
No.
Where'd you,
No. Where you get
what are
that
you
from?
living in the Nate Archibald world?
Where you get that from?
We gotta go.
Can tell you what
No,
number the
it's
foul
77.
No, Rick,
Oh my God.
Scooter.
Final round of the show is coming up. Stay right here.
Coors Banquet, the same brewing tradition since 1873. When you're the favorite beer of rock stars and cowboys, you don't compromise. That's our legacy. What do you want to go down in history for? Start your legacy. Coors Banquet.
What's bugging you?
Is it termites? The season is now and they are swarming. At J&J Exterminating, we offer some very effective weapons against infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Don't wait. Contact us now for a free inspection.
J&J has protected Louisiana homes and businesses for over 60 years.
Call him today, make the pests go away. J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
I'm still getting over the last segment. Hobbs just, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
The NBA and I'm
CBS Lake Charles is where you find us.
Yeah.
If you miss any of our shows on live broadcast,
Come and see us right here.
CBSLakeCharles.tv, CBSLakeCharles.tv, the website. Catch us on YouTube. You access it through the website. YouTube,
Yes.
punch it. You get Sound Off 365 24/7 on YouTube. All right, quickly, earlier in the week, Super Bowl 59 at Caesars Superdome. All of us going Philadelphia.
All the
Have you
way.
changed your mind? I'm saying 29-27 Eagles.
I mean,
a
I'm
mini
17,
upset.
17, 21.
Philadelphia.
You're going
17,
21-17.
Yeah.
Has more points in that.
Yeah.
And you're picking
17,
Philadelphia
21.
as well. All right, we got that out of the way. Recent podcast, Bill Belichick, the legend himself. He's got the most Super Bowls
He is
by any
something
coach.
else.
He's
But-
got like 8 or 9 because of his
I love
assistant
Bill.
days in New York.
I love Bill, but
Says the Lombardi Trophy should be, it's a quote, should be
But I
renamed
thought
for
he
Tom
said
Brady.
for the MVP.
No,
No, I
the
will go
Super
with
Bowl trophy.
You sure it wasn't the
Why
MVP?
don't-
No,
the
Lombardi Trophy.
Lombardi Trophy doesn't need to be.
You don't touch the Lombardi Trophy.
You leave that alone.
Well,
Don't touch it.
How about naming the MVP after
No, I could
I'm
go
cool.
with that, Scooter.
Who?
I'm cool.
I go with Brady.
I'd go with Brady. He won probably 3 or 4
he won the most.
MVPs.
Go with the guy that's won the most. I'd go with that.
But if you do Brady on that,
I got you.
if you do Brady on that, then Joe Montana, Jerry Rice,
Yeah, you right.
John Elway, they get a little slighted, especially
Terry
Joe
Bradshaw.
Montana.
I'll give you one from
Our
left
homeboy?
field.
Go ahead.
Terry
The
Bradshaw?
Pop-Tarts MVP.
Stop it. No, won't happen. That'll
Oh,
do
now
it.
you want the trophy sponsored.
That'll do
Oh
it.
boy, Mike, you're gonna monetize the
Hey,
trophy.
it
That'll
is
do it.
revolutionized.
That'll-
You know,
The
they
ball
might just
game.
do
The
that.
Pop-Tart trophy.
Oh my Lord, have mercy. No, please don't
Make
do
it
that.
an edible trophy
We're serious.
like they did in
That'll
college.
The
do it.
podcast is
That will
called
do it.
Let's Go. I think he took over for
Yeah.
Tom Brady on it.
He did.
He, in the microphone, said, yes, it should be renamed for Tom Brady.
Maybe
Because
he
he's
was-
the one player.
Belichick?
Yes,
Maybe he was
because
just
he
being a
won
little bit
7 as a
biased.
player.
Maybe he was being biased. Maybe just being
I don't know. He and Brady,
Did he
you know,
win the MVP and all
he won
7
about 3 or
of those?
4.
He won about
maybe
3 of them. Yeah,
5.
he won about 3 or 4.
Usually
Yeah.
quarterback wins.
Well, yeah,
Exactly.
normally they do win.
Exactly.
But he won a couple.
You
It was
don't
more than-
touch the Lombardi.
No, you leave that alone. That's
You
something
do
that's
not
etched
do
in
that.
stone.
Oh my gosh,
etched
you
in
do.
stone,
All right,
that.
so we're going all Eagles.
All Eagles.
Kevin's
man.
got a 4-point swing. I say it's a 2-point swing. Hobbs says it's Eagles by 30. I believe that was a quote from you.
No, never.
We're out of time.
I won't
Thanks
go with
for
that.
joining us. We'll see you next time right here at CBS
All
Lake
right.
Charles.